true. That creature's gotta be Melba.
Looks like my mother-in-law.
In the fall of 1996, Ultraman Tiga started broadcasting in Japan, which kickstarted the Heisei era of Ultraman. This year's Tiga's 25th anniversary, which is being celebrated with a Chronicle Clip show, and the next Ultraman series, Trigger, being the next generation Tiga. Normally I would analyze the full series to celebrate such an occasion, but Tiga has some baggage to it. And no, I'm not talking about Johnny's. I'm talking about the English dub of Ultraman Tiga produced by 4Kids Entertainment in 2002. Why does this exist and how did it play out? I'm getting there. Let's get some context out of the way first. 4Kids was an anime dubbing powerhouse in the late 90s and 2000s, handling properties like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, and more. However, these dubs are infamous for not being accurate to the original source material. They added new, unneeded jokes to the shows, changed plot elements to make it more quote-unquote kid-friendly, and other weird localization nonsense that have been memed to hell and back. While 4Kids mostly handled Japanese properties, they were always animation-related, not live-action, which makes the Tiga dubs stick out even more in their catalog of dubs. I cannot find any info into why 4Kids picked this series up. If I'd had to make a tinfoil hat educated guess, I think they wanted to compete with Power Rangers, which at the time was still going strong, even after being bought out by Disney. Let's move on to the dub itself, and it was a tonal mess. Not because of dubbing actual human beings as opposed to cartoons, but because of the added jokes. Other 4Kids victims, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, had comedic and lighthearted moments in the source material, so the added jokes didn't feel as jarring. However, Tiga was very narrative driven, something it was acclaimed for that got a wider audience than the usual kids and fans. So the added jokes are not only inaccurate to the original material, but destroy any tension the show could have had. There's reports that the director of the dub was trying to satirize the original material as a quote-unquote homage to the original Ultraman dub, which I find an unprofessional move that limited the appeal of the show, especially since its main competitor, Power Rangers, while cheesy and fun, still knew when to take itself seriously. Hell, the target demographic of the series, kids, don't care if you're homaging a dub they've never seen. They just want to see Ultraman fight monsters in a cool story. Believe me, kids don't need farcical jokes every second to be entertained.
I don't believe it. Ultraman, gone for good. Maybe now they'll name the show after me.
The Tiga dub wasn't that successful in ratings when it aired on Foxbox and stopped halfway through the series' run. 4Kids did have plans to relaunch the series later in the year, but cooler heads prevailed and the public got a DVD release of the original Japanese episodes with subtitles, which are now out of print, but hey, they existed. The Tiga dub is an interesting curiosity, but it's an amalgamation of everything wrong with 4Kids' dubbing practices. Here's hoping Mill Creek's Tiga Blu-ray does the show justice in the West, if they can even do a Tiga release in the first place thanks to Johnny's being pricks. Frustrations with Japanese corporations aside, I hope you enjoyed the show, make sure to tip your waiters, and I'll see you in the next one.